Okay, back for last round. See if we can come back. The mana strikes again. I think maybe this deck has one too many Gabby Townships. Because my mana has really suffered. Though to be fair, like then you have hands like this where your mana is always perfect. So it's kind of tough. That Eternal Witness is a card that I would like to keep, but I need to shuffle it away, unfortunately. And that's another part about Razor Rich Ticket is it makes your mulligans a little bit better just on the basis of game one. I don't really need that much black, so we're just gonna go get a forest here in case he's some sort of aggressive deck. Let's see what we're up against here. Boggles? Poison? Poison. Alright, my hand against Poison isn't great, but I do have a turn 3 Spellskite, which is super nice. I was going to attack for 1, but I think it's better to get the Sanctuary down. Oh yeah, the Sanctuary. Feels so good. Free land? Free land drop? Good. Dodge a Pendelhaven. Pendelhaven would have been kind of annoying. Now, thinking to snap the block off, I'll trade my voice. First, I have a voice for pump spells. So do I want to play around Spell Pierce here? Ooze. I think I do. So I could like try to blow him out if he goes for a win. I could Chord. What do the Infect decks usually play? They usually play one Spell Pierce, right? I guess I could wait. I know that one Spell Pierce is like the normal. I think I'll just wait. Because if I go, the thing is they play Spell Script, but they also usually play. Sorry, they play Spell Pierce, but the trick is they also usually play Twisted Image, sometimes more than one. And if they have that, then Chording is really bad. Where if he this way, if he like, I believe if he like mites and I Chord for 2, and he plays a Twisted Image, I still can redirect the mite. So even like this actually works out better against Twisted Image, but worse against Spell Pierce, which they usually have one of each. So I think it's like exactly the same to just do this. Obviously, if he just has Spell Pierce, like I'm super clowned, but I'm losing to both those cards, and this way I'm not necessarily losing to Twisted Image. Not to mention, like I said, this might come by as a surprise. I mean, I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to always happen that way. You know, sometimes my opponent might just not really see that I have Chord mana up and not know the implications of that. The rest of my hand is bad, so he's tanking, so I wonder... I mean, if he's got Spell Pierce, he definitely use it, I think. Unless he thinks he can just kill me anyway. Like, he can... I guess the one problem here is he can pump in response. So maybe... Yeah, maybe this isn't the best line. If he's got... This didn't occur to me that this could happen. So we're going to 1 Infect, huh? So I should have just main phased it then. But that's why we play, we learn. I thought I was being cute, but I was really just being bad, I suppose. So I'm going to need to draw a removal spell. Or a Chord of Calling for Pontiff. Could be game. Collective Brutality. Okay. Could drain my opponents? Instead of duressing them? What does duressing them even do? think I want to drain. I have a spell guide for any pump spells. The only card I'd want to rest is like a Apostle's Blessing, I guess, or something like that. We know it's not a mutagenic growth. Yeah, let's drain. Wow, I can't believe I screwed that up so badly and didn't just go for it right away. But it's bad against Spell Pierce, and I just didn't figure he'd have that much. That was so much pump. So much pump. So we're going to have to fade a Blighted Agent or an Inkmoth Nexus for a few turns. He might just block right away. That actually would be a pretty smart play, I think. Because it saves him a life, and then it also puts a counter on this, so like for the rest of the game. Oh, no! That's just justice, though, to be fair. I had an easy win this game, and I screwed it up. Ooh. Ooh, is that game? Wow, this is just not even... This is just no justice. So I think... I think I want to go for 4 and get a Resto Angel. I could get Pontiff. Pontiff is like the blowout, but I die to a pump spell. If I get Resto Angel, it's the same thing, but my spell set covers it. Oh, I have the Sanctuary. Man, the Sanctuary's been great this game. So I think what I do is I attack with the Ooze. If I attack with the Ooze, then it's pretty obvious that I have a Chord. I guess I could also go for Archangel. Okay, I think this is fine. I could attack with both. I'm expecting a block here. This just gives him more time. I really did rip like a savage here. Attacking with this one too? What the heck? Oh crap. That's a really sweet attack. Wow, I have not played this game very well. And just goes to show you that Poison, like even somebody, I mean, I'm not claiming to be great, but like I have played every facet of this game horribly. Now I have to go for Pontiff. Right? I don't have like a flying blocker, do I? I have Limbala. Oh man, that's so bad. I have Pride Mage. Maybe I go for Pride Mage? Maybe I go for Pride Mage. I have to go for Pride Mage, right? I died in Blossoming Defense. What a good play by my opponent. I was very surprised. Get to a blossoming defense. Wow. I just had everything I needed to win this game. So let's see if he has it. I mean, he doesn't have it, but I had everything I needed to win this game, and we're not, and we like almost lost. Like gave our opponent so many outs. I think he can't win now. Yeah, because even if he draws a poison creature, he has to chump. Holy cow! My opponent's probably just baffled. So see, that's the thing. I've never played this matchup ever, and I played every turn wrong, and now I know a lot more about the matchup after just one game. That's why I just play testing. It sounds ridiculous, but play testing is very, very good, people. It should not be taken lightly. If that happened to me at like a Grand Prix or something, I would literally feel like throwing up. Definitely want the Limbala. Even though I always started out, probably shouldn't even be in the main deck. I definitely don't want any Scavenging Ooze. I don't love Voice. Doesn't really do anything. Need the Eidolon, of course. Cut all the Voice? Cut the Rhino. Not sure if I want Spike Feed or Archangel. Seems like a matchup where I can actually win by being fair pretty easily. Like, once I win, I just win pretty hard. There's no, like, ability for my opponent to kind of... Like, if he doesn't just kill me, you know, then I'm going to be able to grind him out pretty quick. And I have, like, Lingering Souls. I think Lingering Souls is better than Spike Feeder. On the draw against, like, the fastest deck in the format, where both of these cards, like, are life, grant me life. I think this is, like, the matchup where you board this stuff out. I don't think Rhino is that bad, but it's not great on the draw. We have to board out one more card, though. I think Fulminator Mage on the draw. Like, the mana's bad in this deck. It's not the same as, like, a Jund deck where Fulminator Mage is great. There's a triple Gavney hand. We're going to mulligan this. His hand, he's on 5 as well, so we're going to mull. Not great hand. Like, it looks like, oh, that's great against poison. It is and it isn't. Like, since he's on 5, it's pretty decent. I'm going to top that. Since he's on 5, it's like a situation where I could just get him, but I want some... Like, if I just had a creature to play to beat him down, or, like, early mana, gives me more options. This is definitely like better than an average 5-card hand, but I'd rather. Well, maybe this is just the nut. I think I'd almost certainly rather just have. Well, no, I think it's about 2 paths. Like, I think those. If I were to have 2 spells and 3 lands, I think 2 paths is what you want. I'll keep the Limbala because if he's got a slow hand. This shuts off his Noble Hierarch, which if he's like cut on mana, if he's on 5 cards is good. It also shuts off Spell Skites, which make my paths good. It's very unlikely I get to the point where like I Limbala through a Spell Skite, but it could happen. I'm actually just gonna play this tapped. I want to be a little bit of my life. I could fetch to thin a little bit, but I think I like this a little bit better. But anyway, I was gonna say. Part of this hand when he's on 5, like he might just not have an Infect creature, which seems great for me, but he's just going to probably have a ton of protection. So it cancels itself out, and he knows about my 2 paths, so he can just wait. You know, he plays the Inkmoth Nexus. He can just wait until I'm entirely... he can play this entire game on his terms, pretty much, which is going to be pretty tough for me. So if I keep drawing lands, I can like go Linvala. And if he forces the issue, he knows he either drew more Infect creatures or is like winning. Alright, so he figures now's the time for attacking. I'm gonna path. I mean, if he's got double Blossoming Defense, the game isn't over. Because, honestly, it's good that he's not getting lands. Okay. I'm gonna let that resolve. If I path in response and he's got Blossoming Defense, this guy just dies. It's kind of funny that he had that twisted... He probably had that twisted image for a while and was waiting for a point where he could cast it. Like, hopefully he wanted me to play, like, a Noble Hierarch or something. Okay, now would be a good time to draw, like, a Thoughtseize or something. Just trying drawing lands every turn. It's not helping me too much. So I could try to path, but I'm going to wait. Yeah, I'm going to wait one turn to play Linvala. Linvala just dies to any pump spell while I'm tapped out, where once I have mana up, it's a little bit more effective. Linvala not great in this matchup, but I think it's better than, like Rhino. The Rhino would be maybe better here. It's tough to say. So it looks like he doesn't have protection. Otherwise, I think he would definitely just jam. He definitely thinks my hand is better than it is, because I just have done nothing since I've had 2 paths. There's a Chord. That's really nice. Since I know he doesn't have protection, though, I'll play the Linvala. Like, I can just play the Linvala. Do I have enough white sources? I have 3 white sources, right? And if he, like, attacks, I can just block. Like, I'm not going to die. There's no way. Well, he could have Distortion Strike, so maybe he could kill me. If he's got Become Immense and draws Blossoming Defense and also has Distortion Strike to get through my Linvala. He could have a Dismember as well. Yeah, I might die here. If he's got Become Immense Pump Spell and draws a Blossoming Defense. It's going to be interesting. I can get my Pride Mage. He's also at 10, so we need to, like, kind of figure out what we want to do with this Chord. I think I might just get a Witness here. He's so low and, like, doing such not much. I can just get a Witness end of turn and then get back the Chord, and then I can get another Witness. Okay. So I think I just take. Well, we just Become Immenses. I think I just take it. It's fine. Take it. He's already played 1 image. How many images do they usually have? Like, usually 3 total. So now what do I do? I could still get Witness. Let's just look at our deck and see what we can do. If I get Witness, then I can use the Chord to get... I should have looked at my deck, but I think I'm going to go for 3. I can get back... I can go get another Witness, and then... Right? Yeah, I think we definitely get a Witness, because I can just get another Witness and then have 2 paths. Or I can get Fulminator Mage, but I could just do that after getting the Witness, right? The reason I don't want to get Spellskite is he could have Twisted Image. The reason I don't like Kusali Pride Mage is that if he just uses a protection spell, yeah, I might get to kill this. But I don't have enough mana to, like, I'll do it this turn. Like, if I get it and sack it, he can just do it. I don't have 7 mana, so I can't do both. And then he can just wait to use a protection spell, and I'd rather just have more creatures in play, because he's at 10. You know, we can just kill this guy. Witness. Ooh, I can get Eidolon with Rhetoric also. This is a pretty bizarre game. Not to mention, if we just drop anything, like we're in great shape. Fulminator Mage, that's a great draw. That changes my line a little bit. I do want to attack to clock him, but now that I do the Fulminator Mage, I think I just don't. I think we just play this like super slow. Like we have a bunch of answers. Now he needs 2 protection spells. We could still die. I think he drew a protection spell last turn. So if he rips another protection spell, we might lose. If I attack with the Eternal Witness, does that cut him off anything? I don't think so. Like, essentially attacking with Eternal Witness just, you know, the damage dealt is just helps me kill him faster, which is super important. Okay, he's fetching. He wants to go for it this turn. He knows I have Chord. Pendlehaven. It's pretty solid. So do I want to pick a fight here? I can beat 2 protection spells if he just does nothing. Oh, he just does nothing. Okay, now we're in business. Him doing nothing there is just great. Because now I can, again, just Chord for 3, get another Witness, and then I can just Chord for anything next turn. Could also get the Spellskite. Or another Fulminator. I have another Fulminator, actually? That's just a more direct line to win. Because we just kill him in 2 turns, right? We just attack with everything. He's forced to try to block with Inkmoth Nexus. No, we just get the Witness. I'm fine doing this. When he's not going for it, it just doesn't seem like it's necessary for us to do anything. And like I said, we're still in the spot where he has good draws, any protection spell, but I also have good draws. And I could actually Fulminator end of turn here. That's interesting. But don't think it's worth it. Draw? Spell? The real one is a Thoughtseize. If I know what's in his hand, there's just no way I can lose because some things are better than others. Like Spellskite might just be the game, but I can't just get a spell. Woo! That is a something. You kind of so good with Chord. All right. Leave up as many green and white lines as we can. Just pass turn now. Seems weird that we haven't been attacking, but now that he's at the Pendlehaven, there's no reason to. Start attacking soon. He could still have the Distortion Strike in there. So I need to be a little careful. But every turn we draw a spell, like that was pretty big, I think. Because now it's like, it just forces him to have a Distortion Strike. He just scoops. Nice. Okay, so we came back from down. We came back from down 2 Tron matches to do pretty well against like more expected decks. Really did embarrass myself against that poison deck, but we did get there.